Hello dear students. In today's video, I am going to discuss the terminologies of noise and acoustics. These terminologies will be discussed in alphabetical manner. First we'll see acoustics. It is defined as the scientific study of sound which includes the effects of reflection, refraction, absorption, diffraction and interference. It also deals with the properties of sound waves, its origin and propagation, along with their action on the various obstacles. Next terminology is decibels. It is the sound intensity which described in decibels. For breathing, house activities, and jet aircraft during its takeoff, for these three different activities, I have just listed down the decibel values. For breathing, it is 5 decibels. For house activities, it is 45 to 50 decibels. And jet aircraft during its takeoff, the sound intensity is nearly 130 decibels. Now here we'll see different decibel levels for different activities. These different activities are listed down in 6 categories based on the decibel values. The categories are faint, moderate, loud, very loud, extremely loud, and threshold of pain, which starts from 0 decibels aimed at 140 decibels. Here we can see different activities with different decibel values, means different sound intensities which they produce. Next is echo. Echo is the repetition of sound. When walls of hall are parallel, hard, and separated by about 34 meters of distance, echoes are formed. Frequency. Number of oscillations or cycles per unit of time is defined as frequency. Acoustical frequency is usually expressed in units of hertz. 1 hertz is equal to 1 cycle per second. Next terminology is intensity of sound. Amount of sound energy flowing per unit area per unit time when surface is held normal to direction of propagation of sound wave is defined as intensity of sound. It is given as I is equal to Q upon A into T, where Q symbolizes the sound energy, A is the unit area, and T is the unit time. Noise. Unwanted sound which masks the satisfactory hearing of speech and music is noise. It is airborne. Noise that arrives at a point of interest by the propagation through air. It is known as structure-borne when it is created due to impact of structural elements. Reverberation time. Prolongation of sound even though the source of sound is cut off is reverberation. Time taken by sound to fall from its average intensity to inaudibility level is called the reverberation time. It refers to amount of time required for the sound filled in a space to decay 60 decibels or to 1 millionth of original power. It is the time during which sound intensity falls from its steady state. Sound. The vibrations that travel through the air or another medium and can be heard when they reach a person's or animal's ear is sound. Classification of sound is infrared sound, audible sound, and ultrasound. These sound This type of sound is classified based on its frequency. When frequency is less than 20 kHz, then it is known as infrared sound. It is defined as or it is categorized as audible sound when frequency ranges from 20 Hz to 20 kHz. Similarly, it is categorized under ultrasound when frequency is greater than 20 kHz. Sound level meter SLM. It is a device that converts sound pressure variations in air into corresponding electronic signals. The signals are filtered to exclude outside frequencies desired. Next is Sabian's formula. Sabian defined reverberation time as the time taken by sound intensity to fall to 1 millionth of its original intensity after source stopped emitting sound. Capital T is nothing but here defined as reverberation time. Capital V is volume of room in cubic feet. Capital A is total square footage of a absorption in Sabian. Its formula is T is equal to 0.049 into V by A. It is the unit of sound absorption based on 1 square foot of material. Three characteristics of audible sound are pitch. It is the frequency of its vibrations. Loudness. It relates with the intensity of sound. And timbre. It is the characteristic of sound. Means it relates to the quality, which distinguishes it from the another sound of same pitch and loudness.